Okay, children, in the last class, the boy in the story, Adventures in a Banyan Tree, made us very anxious about an excitement that he experienced uh, through his summer holidays. Okay, we can go through that. What will be the excitement that the boy enjoyed? Okay, that was the time I saw a mongoose and a cobra fight to death in the garden, while I sat directly above them in the banyan tree. Okay, he saw a mongoose and a cobra, and they were fighting. They were ready to fight to death in the garden, and he was very much excited to see that. It was an April afternoon, and warm breezes of approaching summer had sent everyone, including grandfather, indoors. Okay, it was chilly afternoon, and I was feeling drowsy myself, and was wondering if I should go to the pond behind the house for a swim. When I saw a huge black cobra gliding out of a clump of cactus. Clump of cactus means but that is a group of cactus. That means clump denotes a group, and making for some cooler part of the garden. At the same time, a mongoose whom I had often seen, and he had often seen the mongoose, emerged from the bushes and went straight for the cobra. In a clearing beneath the tree, in bright sunshine, they came face to face. Okay, the cobra and the mongoose came face to face. Cobra knew only too well that the grey mongoose, 3 feet long, was a super fighter, clever and aggressive. What is the meaning of aggressive? Aggressive means very vigorous. Okay, vigorous, quarrelsome. Okay. Cobra knew very well that the grey mongoose, and it was 3 feet long. It was a super fighter and a very clever and aggressive animal. But the cobra was skillful and experienced fighter too. He could move swiftly and strike with the speed of light, and the sacs behind his long, sharp fangs were full of deadly venom, deadly poison. Okay, now the boy was very much thrilled to see it, and it was a battle. It was to be a battle of champions. Both are champions. Okay, hissing defiance, his forked tongue darting in and out. The cobra raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground and spread his broad, spectacled hood. Hissing defiance. Defiance means a challenge. It was challenged to meet in a contest. He was in a challenging mood to meet the mongoose in a contest. Okay, and it was darting its tongue in and out, and raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground and spread his broad spectacle hood. The mongoose bushed his tail. The long hair on his spine stood up. In the past, the very thickness of his hair had saved him from bites that would have been fatal to others. The combatants were unaware of my presence. The combatants were very much unaware. They were not aware of the boy's presence in the banyan tree. They soon became aware of the arrival of two other spectators, and they became very much aware of the arrival of two other spectators. Who were the other spectators? One was a myna and the other a jungle crow, or the Willy urban crow. It was not the Willy urban crow that we heard about in the stories. They had seen these preparations for battle. They had been watching the preparations for the battle and had settled on the cactus to watch the outcome, to watch the result of the battle. Had they been content only to watch, all would have been well with both of them. Okay, they had been contented. If they had been contented only to watch, and all would have been well with the both of them. The cobra stood on the defensive, swaying swaying slowly from side to side, trying to mesmerize the mongoose. Mesmerize means hypnotize. Just to hypnotize the mongoose. It was trying to hypnotize the mongoose into marking a false move. But the mongoose knew the power of his opponent's glassy, unwinking eyes, and it refused to meet the unwinking eyes of the cobra in order not to be mesmerized by it. Okay. Instead, he fixed his gaze, his look, at a point just below the cobra's hood and opened the attack. Started the attack, moving forward quickly until he was just within the cobra's reach. He made a feint to one side. He made a feint. What is the meaning of feint? Feint means an attack aimed at one place merely as a distraction from the real place or point of attack. Okay, attack to attack at, aimed at one place merely as a distractor to distract from the real place. Okay, uh, it was making like that. Immediately the cobra struck. His great hood came down so swiftly that I thought nothing could save the mongoose, and the boy thought that nothing could save the mongoose. The mongoose will be finished soon. Okay, he thought like that. But the little fellow jumped neatly to one side and darted in as swiftly as the cobra, biting the snake on the back and darting away again out of reach.